Julia Swanson, CEO, Melbourne Convention Bureau. Thank you for joining me. It's good to see you again.
You too, Ian.
How's IMEX been so far?
Fabulous. It's been a busy 3-4 days already. Coming in with Best Cities over the weekend, which was really exciting. We've done some work with strategic thinkers, quite a few events, and we're only halfway through the actual show, but yeah, really successful. It's a high vibe, very busy. Obviously business is good globally.
Fantastic. And obviously congratulations on the new chair of Best Cities as well.
Yes, thank you.
So what's that going to involve now? Is that going to take a lot from what you're doing on a currently day-to-day job?
Yeah. Look, we've got a great management team at Best Cities under Lauren Christie and the team working underneath. So no, they are absolutely the experts in their field. But yeah, pretty excited. Best Cities has been around 25 years, which is brilliant. I've been involved for 15, so it's not a new chapter. But yeah, like anything, it's always an opportunity for fresh set of eyes coming in, a new executive. So working with Vancouver and Dublin, who are both fabulous cities as well. So, you know, there's a really solid foundation. It's set up for success, and it's just continuing to build on that and working together as we sort of work through turbulent times.
And I think Melbourne is one of the original members of Best Cities.
Absolutely, 25 years.
So what does actually Best Cities bring to Melbourne as a destination? It has obviously a big sense of worth.
Yeah, absolutely. It's one of our most valuable partnerships, and hence we've been investing for 25 years. We do it for a number of reasons. It's about being in really that upper echelon of business events cities around the world. Being in that global alliance gives us access to global insights. It allows us to work with the different cities, all about improving what we do. We're all in it with the view to continuous improvement, knowledge sharing, best practice, obviously partnering with an amazing group of clients that are in that community. And there's business development opportunities that come out of that. But it's really that knowledge sharing, collaboration and communication that, yeah, it really gives us a lot as a city.
And you've also just come off the back of a major incentive event from China, M.I.C.E.
Absolutely.
I mean, tell me a bit more about the success of that and hosting, but what does it take for a city like Melbourne to host?
Yeah, oh, look, it's an incredible event. We did about 5 years ago, so we were still coming out of the pandemic. And it was a really special event because it was their 30th year anniversary. So they wanted to make it bigger and better. And M.I.C.E. China, I have to say, were the most amazing client. They were visionary. They threw everything at it to make sure their delegates had the most amazing experience. So, yeah, like it actually went really smoothly operationally. We got all the right partners at the table early, picked the right hotels. We used 8 hotels in the city, 50 restaurants, collection of product in regional Victoria for the touring. Melbourne Showgrounds was the anchor venue. They did a brilliant job. It's not traditional business for them. So it was really a blank canvas going to a space that's more known for agricultural shows.
Yeah.
So they really treated that as a blank canvas and built it from the ground up for an M.I.C.E. exhibition, an M.I.C.E. plenary, cocktail reception for 2,500, gala dinner for up to 3,000, 100 buses being used, 32,000 room nights, and yeah, just an incredible experience. You could see them out and about in the city doing laneways tours, coffee tours, going to the market. So they had a broad range of experiences. So money can't buy things like doing a hot air balloon over the city in your own company brand, which was amazing. Their company logo was on the laneways in the city, in our sort of graffiti laneways, so giving a bit of an edgy focus. So there was options to kind of experience Melbourne like a local, but also have some money can't buy. So there was some helicopters and hot air balloons and more premium experiences. So the full spectrum. But yeah, went really well. Delegate feedback's been fantastic. Good. The city really embraced it. So,
and obviously you're going to showcase it even further at the end of the year with oh God, what you call what's your showcase? Sorry, happening into the Australian Next. Sorry, cut that
Yes.
again. Sorry, let me start that. Thank God,
All
the
good.
Australian Next. So we obviously got Australian Next was going to showcase
Yes.
Melbourne obviously as a destination. So what have you got? Anything you can tell us about that at the moment?
It's early days in the planning at the moment, but yeah, we've partnered with Tourism Australia to bring Australia Next to Melbourne in early December. So we'll have very high-end corporate incentive clients from around the world and media. So we're working on that at the moment. So I can't reveal too much, but we will have. We will anchor the event in the city. We're talking to different venues at the moment. So we're doing a competitive bid process to see what the venues want to stand up for the event and how they want to showcase. So we're working through the selection of that at the moment.
Yeah.
And then we'll be working through what those delegate experiences are. So we'll tailor them for different markets depending on where people around the world are coming from. But yes, we're going to deliver some pretty amazing experiences.
And you've obviously, you've got a lot of interesting case studies and events that you've held, and obviously, in particular in the medical sector. One in particular was I think you had an AIDS conference, and on the back of that, you've now got an AIDS research centre.
Yeah.
So why is Melbourne seen as a hub for medical events? What's so strong in that field?
Yeah. Look, there's so much happening in the health and medical sector in Victoria now and developing into the future. So generally, about 60% of our economic contribution comes from health and medical.
Okay.
So we've got the concentration of the research institutes and the hospitals in the Parkville Biomedical Precinct. We've also got a precinct out around Monash University, which has CSIRO, Australian Synchrotron. So we have science, health, medical precincts. We have a lot of Australians that sit on international boards, who are absolute leaders in the field. Sharon Lewin, who partnered with us on the World AIDS Conference. We've just partnered with the Burnett Institute to bid for the World Bid and Win the Global Hepatitis Summit, which we announced recently. And there's a lot coming. So we've got the Victorian Infectious Diseases Institute opening up in the next few years, which will amalgamate a lot of the medical research under one umbrella. So yeah, incredible amount of growth. A lot happening in cancer as well, with the Victorian Comprehensive Cancer Alliance, Peter Mac, and all the cancer research, all the way through from research through to patient treatment. So yeah, it's absolutely sector strength for us. The more we do, the more people that want to come. So we'll continue to work more in that space.
Our events, so it's unbelievable. And also, you recently launched a sustainability toolkit. Obviously, I know sustainability plays a big part of what you do in Melbourne. Obviously, the launch of the One Hotel opening up in June, isn't it? Fairly soon.
Yeah.
So, and obviously, you're the M.I.C.E and M.I.C.E in Geelong. So, how important is that?
Yeah, definitely. Look, it's always top of consideration for a lot of buyers at the moment. So we're always doing more, whether that's in the environmental sustainability or positive social impact or First Nations. So Niall Banyul Geelong Convention and Exhibition Centre will be great because that's been built from the ground up with environmental sustainability and the Wadawurrung people, who are the local Indigenous community, in mind. So that'll be a brilliant facility, and that'll be sort of infused all the way through service and food, which is fantastic. The One Hotel opening very soon is fantastic. We've had a sneak peek already, but they're just putting the final touches.
Yeah, sort of.
First brand or first foray of that brand into Australia. And a beautiful spot on the Yarra River, directly opposite M.C.E. Yeah, incredible how they've repurposed some original materials from Melbourne's maritime past, and that's fantastic. So, yeah, we'll continue to work on that. DEI is a big focus, I think, as well. As part of that, we've got Women Deliver coming to Melbourne in April next year, which is an incredible summit on global gender equality. That'll bring world leaders out, heads of state, grassroots organisations, very topical at the moment. So we're working to create very safe and inclusive space in how the city responds to that. And the Convention Centre is doing some great initiatives with their Accessibility Advisory Committee as well. So M.C.E, for recently put a external advisory panel together, which has experts that have challenges with vision impairment, disability, autism, various considerations that need to be factored into the building design, but also the service blueprint.
Yeah.
As well as the things that they've got going, like parents' rooms and prayer rooms at the moment.
Yeah.
So just continuing to make it a safe and welcoming space for all.
And obviously talking about shows, your own show AIM obviously was a record event this year, and looking, I had a sneak peek at the floor plan for next year. It's growing even bigger as well.
Yeah,
An extra bay.
It's growing as well. So we've added an extra bay, and we'll targeting about 700 buyers for next year. So yeah, the show continues to go from strength to strength. So the sales are ahead, on track. There's actually
good.
The space is filling up, which is nice to have this early, because then we can start getting into show operations. So we're really happy with how that's going. We'll continue to expand the international footprint, and every year we challenge ourselves to reflect on the show that's been, what worked, what we can do better, and then what we want to focus on for the next year. And all the fun things around it, like the welcome reception and how we bring Melbourne to life. So we're right in the thick of planning at the moment.
Always love it. I always enjoy going to. Looking forward to next year already. So can't wait for that.
Looking forward to welcoming you back.
Well, thank you, Judith. I appreciate the update and giving us a sneak peek what's going on at the moment. And enjoy the rest of the show.
Great.
And good luck with your tenure as chairman of Best Cities.
Thank you. Nice to chat.
Thank you.